Everyone. It's a little loud out here because of the air conditioning unit, but right now I am enjoying my Bar Harbor Stogie. If any of you watched my apartment tour video, it was on there. Um, and it's a really good cigar so far. I want to actually do a review on it. So what I'm doing is I just wanted to show you real quick that I'm smoking it and enjoying it. And I think that what I'll do afterwards is probably make a video when me sitting at my table talking about my experience with it, and I want to get the full smoke in so that I know if anything changes and whatnot before I do a review. Really good so far, surprisingly good. Like I said in the apartment video, what happened was I actually picked this up while I was in Bar Harbor at this random store called the Man Store. It's hand rolled, the guy makes them himself, and it's great. I wasn't expecting to see that when I went into such a small town like Bar Harbor, Maine. But yeah, so that was me getting a text. I'm doing this on my phone, but I'm going to do the rest of the review on my regular camera. Right now, my experience with it is that it's not a sweet cigar. It's a torpedo, as you can see. I'd say I'm about a little less than halfway through. So far, it's stronger than I thought it would be. It has a stronger, more bold taste than I thought it would have. But I like it. I tend to like the full-bodied cigars. Has a very earthy taste to it, which I also like. No fake fruity tastes or anything like that, like you would get with a cheap cigar that you buy at the gas station and whatnot. Just enjoyable, relaxing. Yeah, that's about it. It's been burning great. No problems with the burn. Nice slow burn. Very enjoyable. So yeah, I'll be back on my regular camera. It'll just cut right to it with a full review after I've finished. Alright everyone, so just finished smoking my Bar Harbor Stogie. So here's the full story. I know I hinted on it outside, but I didn't get through to the full story. So, I was on vacation in Bar Harbor, Maine, and I went to a random store called the Man Store, because what man wouldn't want to go to a store called the Man Store? And I was surprised that they actually had cigars there, and when I started to look at them, I was even more surprised that the gentleman who owned the store actually had his own cigars called Bar Harbor Stogies. They came in a couple different sizes and a couple different varieties. I picked up the Torpedo. It was the last Bar Harbor Stogie left. He had sold out of all the rest of them. He said that they're actually very popular. So that got me excited. And it took me a while to get around to smoking it because I had a couple other cigars that I was smoking beforehand. So just now, smoked it, and it was amazing. It was great. And now I understand. The man told me when I bought it, he said, you know, some guy came in earlier today and he bought 10 of them. And now I understand why he bought 10 of them, and I wish I had more, but I only bought that one because that was the only one that was left. So, first of all, the flavor of it, it was much stronger than I thought it would be. But like I said outside, I do like a full-bodied cigar every now and then. I like it to be complex, and I like it to change a little bit. I like the flavor to change a little bit the more you smoke it down. That's the only complaint I have about this one cigar. There was no huge or really even any change in the cigar the entire way through. And in a lot of circumstances, that's a good thing, because a lot of the time when you get down to the end of a cigar, it starts tasting a little funky and weird. It did a tiny bit, but barely at all. And I mean a tiny bit. It was really good. Stayed the same throughout, consistent. Very earthy, dirt. And to people who don't smoke cigars, that might turn you off, but to cigars, but that's not dirt in a bad way at all. Some cigars just have that dirt, earthy taste, and I like that, you know, like a barn, like hay, and that one definitely had that, and there wasn't much other flavor in that particular cigar. It was really, that was just the main flavor to it. And you know, there was nothing, it was not a sweet cigar, it was not fruity or anything like that. It was just that earthy taste. It burnt well all the way to the end. I like the way that torpedoes burn. It was very slow burning. It was very enjoyable, very nice. I was relaxing out on my patio, and it was perfect. It was really good. Like I said, the only one complaint I had was that, you know, it wasn't too, it didn't change at all. But in a lot of cases, that consistency is very important. But I don't know. Every once in a while, I like one of those cigars where the taste kind of changes as you smoke it down. But that's really all I could say about it. Overall, good cigar. Honestly, if I had to give it a rating, I would give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. And a lot of these things, when I do reviews, for some reason I find that I just don't have the words to describe why. I give it that rating, but it just seems like, okay, that would be my rating of that cigar or that beer, whatnot. I really can't describe why I would give it a 7 or an 8, but I would give it a 7 or an 8. Overall, great cigar. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. Honestly, that's really all I could say about it. You know, it was really cool. That was the first time that I actually had ever gotten a locally rolled cigar rolled by a guy who owned the store that I bought it from. I hadn't even thought of that being a possibility, especially, like I said, outside in a town as small as Bar Harbor, Maine. And one of the first things I did when I got to Bar Harbor was I looked around for any kind of tobacco store where I could buy cigars, and the only place I found was a liquor store, and then I just happened to walk into the man's store, and there they were. So, good cigar, 7 or 8 out of 10, earthy, full-bodied, great smoke, very relaxing, and that's about it. So, thank you for watching. I'll be back with more reviews of many things, including cigars and pipes. I know I have strayed away from that lately. My first couple videos were really focused on pipes, and then I've been doing kind of everything. But later on, I'm going to release a video talking about my vision for this channel and what got me into it and all that, so that everybody could see what my ideas are when I'm making these videos. So, anyway, that was off topic. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video.